Hey everybody! Well, this week I'm going to give you a little bit of insight into how things have changed around here since Pufferfish Villas has been open. We have been hosting guests here for the past week almost, and we are fully booked. We have guests in both villas right now. So I'm going to take you down and show you what I am doing every morning now, kind of my maintenance duties. And then at the end of this video, we're going to tell you about the new project we are getting started very soon here in the next week or two. So you won't want to miss that. We're Dooglass and Esperanza, and we decided to leave our lives in the US, sell almost everything we own, and move to Baja California Sur, where we decided to start a resort in the magical town of Laredo, Mexico. Please come with us to follow our journey and live before you die. This is the Lavanderia. I'm sure you've seen it before. Over here, we have a guest here. They have a rental car. And this is kind of the base of operations for me doing the maintenance. Let me get my door latch back there so the wind doesn't blow it. And so this is kind of where I start out every morning. I'm gonna do cleaning. I'm gonna do cleaning this morning. We have the Baja 1000 coming by on tomorrow, and it is coming by the road directly in front of our house, right there. And they have been pre-running or coming through with the race vehicles, learning the course for the past 3 weeks. And it creates a lot of dust. And so I have quite a bit of cleaning to do every morning. Now, luckily, once the Baja 1000 is over, the traffic on our road will go down considerably. Our entire property is now pretty much all covered by some type of material. Most of it is gravel. And this was two things. One, it makes it easier to get around because a lot of this was really sandy soil. But the other thing is keeping the dust down. So now, at least with all this gravel, we don't generate any dust on the property. Well, to get started out here, I'll go down. This is a maintenance room where I just like to check out every morning. Just make sure nothing broke night before. So check out the pool pump. Everything looking good. I just look for leaks. Don't want to come in here and the whole floor is covered with water or something. We got the water pump. It's going right now. So somebody in the villa is using water, and just make sure nothing's happened with that. No leaks, no problems with pressure there. So everything looks good in here. And I will do pool maintenance second. First, I'll do cleaning and set everything up. Then I usually uncover the pool and do pool maintenance. So let's get over there and do some cleaning. So every morning I come down here and wipe everything down. It's not too bad this morning, but there's still a little layer of dust on all of the cushions. And then I wipe down all of the chairs and tables. So let's get started. And now that I have everything wiped down and clean, next step is the pool. We're gonna get the pool opened up and all ready to go. So now that the cover is off and I've swept all the stairs and the bench, which the pool vacuum cannot really get to. It's supposed to be able to climb walls and get on the benches and the steps, but it doesn't. So I sweep those off, turn on the filter on high. That helps to get a lot of that dust that was settled into dirt on there out. And then the rest of the bottom of the pool gets cleaned by the vacuum. And this is a robot vacuum. Make sure the cap is tight where you recharge it, the recharging port. Yeah, actually, I'll show you here. It just opens up and it's got a bin here where all the debris and dust goes. And you actually get a lot of some of the fine dust will settle down in here. So you got to clean that out too. And so you just put that on, hit the power button, look for the blue LED, and then it gives you about a minute so that you can get all the air out of it. So you turn it upside down, let all the air get out on the back. And then you just let it go. And it'll sit there because it's waiting for you to get the air out of it and to start up. And then when it starts up, you'll see a big blast of water right there on the surface because it's shooting water up out of the top. And it will start going and trying to clean the walls, which does not work. But in any case, we will let it do its work and we will move on to the next step. So, next step, test the pool. Test the pool every morning. I have pool strips. Makes it much easier than a liquid kit. It's not as accurate, I know, but it's way easier than using strips. The kit. And then you just lay this down, do it by the colors. Chlorine looks very good. Free chlorine looks good. And then the rest of these don't really change much. Alkalinity. pH does change, but pH looks good. And the rest of them are hardness, which isn't going to change hardly at all. And cyanuric acid, which cyanuric acid is building up because we're using granular chlorine. It's actually looking pretty good, right in the 40 range. Cyanuric acid is what keeps the sun from destroying your chlorine, breaking your chlorine down. So doing the pool maintenance is not that bad. Probably took me about 10 minutes. Get the cleaner in, test the water, get the cover off, do a little bit of sweeping. If I had to put in chemicals, it could take me another couple of minutes, and I'm all done. And now I can go work on my other projects for today. So I was going to show you how much dirt we have from the Baja Racer. So this is one day of dirty water. I clean it every day, and that's pretty much just all dust from the road. So now that we are operating and we have guests, my operational activities only take about 15 minutes to a half an hour in the morning every morning. And then I have been spending most of the rest of my time finishing up just kind of the very last things that need to be done. There's just little tiny things. I need to put in a few more sprinklers. I need to put in a few outlets. I need to get some gravel put in and put in a few plants, things like that. So I've been wrapping all that up. But once that's done, which will probably be the end of this week or the beginning of next week, I'm not going to have anything to do. So I can't have nothing to do. So I started thinking, and we were thinking about how can we get the next 2 villas built as quickly as possible. To build the villa, fit everything out with, everything inside, all the decorations, all the little things inside and everything else. The villas we can build for, I think, about $60,000 a piece. It literally is about $20,000 worth of furniture and appliances and just all the stuff inside. And then we're going to have to buy cabinets for these villas, which we didn't for the other villas because we got them on the salvage. So the villas are probably going to come in around 90 to 100,000 a piece, totally finished with landscaping and everything else. So we need to raise $180,000 so that we can build the next 2 villas. And if we just are using the income from the rentals, that's going to take quite a bit of time. We really don't have a great picture of how much income we're going to be producing, but my guesstimate is we're going to average total profit after operating expenses and everything else. Our estimates are $15,000 to $20,000 per villa per year. So that's going to take a long time to build up that money to build the next villas. We are going to move into the garage. So if you remember way back when we built the shop, I call it the garage shop. When we built the shop, we designed it so that this whole side of the shop where, you know, I've got my office set up and then we have our laundry and all that. Sorry, it's a big mess because we moved up here and we haven't had time to really unpack up here and clean up because we've been trying to get the villas all ready to go. But we always built this with the option that there was room in here to build an apartment. And so we are going ahead with that plan. We are going to build a 1-bedroom apartment here in the garage. This is our garage in CAD, and I'm actually using a Punch 21. It's a really inexpensive CAD program, but I've used it to do all the CAD here on our property, all the Pufferfish Villas CAD, all the landscaping, everything. So it's actually worked pretty good. So the existing garage is, of course, the outside shape here, and then the bathroom is existing. And these outside doors and windows are all existing. So our plan is we'll leave, of course, a sink, dishwasher, washer and dryer here. We are going to build a bedroom up here by the garage door. This is the big garage door. And then we're going to put a sliding glass door in the bedroom so that we can open the garage door and have that light coming in from the outside into the bedroom. Then this is going to be kind of a closet area, but it won't be closed off probably from the rest of the house. But it'll just be all of our closet type stuff and our clothes. This will turn into the kitchen utility room, kind of a European kitchen, with the washer and dryer in the kitchen. But we'll have the dishwasher. We already have this kind of set up like this. So the dishwasher, we have a cabinet here, and we have the refrigerator. We'll add a cabinet with a cooktop, and we might go with a range here, and then we'll have a tall cabinet here. And so it'll be kind of a galley kitchen here. And then this is kind of the main living area. So my office will move to this corner here, and we'll have the desk and then a table on the side. And then this would be the couch or recliners, whatever we're going to do. The TV here, so you watch TV here. To get some light in here, we're not going to go with any upper cabinets, and this will all be open. So the light from these windows can come in and help give some light to the room. We usually leave this door open all the time when we're here, so that will give us extra light, except when it's cold outside. And then we're going to put a door in here to go out into the garage, but we can also open that door and open the back door in the garage and get light in that way. And we're going to add a window here to get light into this way. So now that you've seen the floor plan, you get an idea of what we're doing here. Now this is going to be, we're thinking, temporary. And so construction wise, the plan is to use metal studs, which are cheaper than building with wood and better because you don't have to worry about termites. So I will frame this all out in metal studs, And then I will use 1/2-inch plywood screwed to all the metal studs on the inside for the wall and ceiling material. And that is instead of doing drywall. And then we'll paint that and just leave the seams. It doesn't really matter to us. It's totally fine. The outside of these walls on the garage side will be insulated, and there will be no covering on the insulation. So the wall is going to consist of 2x4 metal studs, 1/2-inch plywood on the inside, and insulation on the outside. And then we will have a mini split in the bedroom, mini split in the main area to do cooling. Now, one of the reasons we're building it like this is because it's very easy to disassemble. Metal studs are all put together with screws. The plywood will all be put on with screws. So once we're done and we build a house, which may be many, many years in the future, but once we do that, then we can either keep this apartment here for something, or if we want to regain this shop space and get rid of the apartment, we will be able to easily take the entire apartment apart and sell all the materials or reuse them somewhere else. So we won't have to put any plumbing in this addition, but we will have to put electrical with lights. We will put the mini splits and install those. We are going to paint the inside white, I believe. And I think we're just going to leave the floor concrete inside. We'll see how it goes. If we don't like the concrete, it doesn't work out, we might go with a different surface. But it's all going to be inexpensive. I think we can put this whole thing together for between about $6,000 to $8,000 and have an apartment here. This will be a much better living space in the summer than the trailer. The trailer is nice, but the trailer during the summer is not extremely comfortable because you're stuck in there a lot of the summer. It's really hot. The air conditioning runs full blast for 3 months straight, night and day, 24/7. And when you just have a rooftop air conditioner running full blast for 3 months, it's not the greatest thing in the world. So this will be better living conditions, and we'll be able to liquidate hopefully around $80,000 with the garage and the trailer. And then this will only cost about $8,000, and we're hoping we can get a vehicle for about another $6,000 or $7,000. So total, let's say we generate $80,000 from the sale, $15,000 to put this all together to get another vehicle and another apartment, and that frees up $70,000 or $65,000 to go towards a villa build. So that gets us a long ways towards a villa build, and we're gonna call this the hidden bungalow, because it's kind of hidden. It's like a little, what I think of as a bungalow. So it sounds better than apartment to me. I never liked living in an apartment. So the hidden bungalow inside our shop. Well, thank you all for watching, and thank you all for this incredible journey that you've been with us for the last year and a half. I am going to try to put together a total recap video next week. We're going to show you from day one till now everything that we've done in one video, and kind of give you the entire fast forward view of the build of Pufferfish Villas, and you'll get to see the final results. So be looking for that. Okay, thanks again, and never forget to live before you die.